But let's move into our favorite segment. We are talking about the guys that absolutely went off in the past week, had historic weeks, had phenomenal performances, had crazy stat lines, had some win streaks that we did not expect.
Wow.
We're talking about wet boys, the soggiest of shooters, the dampest of dudes, the moistest of men's. These are the players that really impressed over the past week. Ricky, we're going to start with you.
I'm going to be honest. Like, with my wet boy this week, I don't know if it's because I don't like... It's not like I don't like the team. It's not like I don't like the player. I usually avoid picking this player just because for some reason, maybe it's subconscious. But James Harden, I could not pass on him this week. Phenomenal week, and really what played into it is wins and losses. Won more games than he lost. Shot great from the field. 37 points per game. James Harden getting, I believe, his first wet boy, but it may not be. I have to check the counters.
No, I already made one for him, so I think it's the second
then
one.
the second wet boy of the year.
That's it?
Yeah. No,
We're just not going to talk about his travel? We're going to talk about his walk?
I mean,
five steps.
Bullshit.
Every single, like, maybe that's why usually I don't pick James Harden, but this week it was, the three that I had was Kawhi, LeBron, and James Harden. And just looking at it,
deep
like,
cuts there.
Like, LeBron almost averaged a triple-double again. Kawhi had a pretty good week, but I actually looked at the wins and losses and was like, you know what? James Harden had a really good one game. He won more of his games than lost. So that's why I went with James Harden, even though he'll usually try to, like, hook your arm here or travel or walk or do something.
That freaked me out a little.
When I tried to hook your arm.
Like you wrapped my underarm and started doing this. It's like, woo.
Well, I was trying to get underneath the hook.
I feel like it's not deserved. I don't care if you put up 37. Half of them are fucking false. It's like
wow.
It's like when dead people vote or whatever myth people want you to believe. Yeah, it's they registered as a person. They're still out there. They're still voting. And I sound crazy right now.
You do.
This is what James Harden is.
You're entering conspiracy theory.
James Harden is a false 2 million voters or whatever.
You need to do that exact rant in the Alex Jones voice, and then it would sound okay.
I'm good.
And down the frogs going gay.
Dave, give us your wet boy.
My wet boys playoff P. There ain't gonna be a no team tonight. 3 straight wins for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's popping off. He's got in the last 3 games, 33 points, 9 boards, 6 assists. Shooting a magnificent 52 from the field, 48 from 3. Not on small volume either. He's just, this Thunder team, impressing left and right. And honestly, I love it because it's like one of those things where I didn't expect him to play up to this level. Like, I knew Paul George was good. We all knew Paul George was good. But, like, these numbers look kind of special, right? Am I going crazy?
Here's the thing. Here's the question.
Yeah.
And you're not going crazy. Is he better than Russell Westbrook?
I didn't want to hit that conversation because I don't have
Not
an
more
answer.
valuable. Not
Yeah,
more valuable.
no, I
Is
gotcha.
he better?
Russell
you were
Westbrook's
starting a
shooting
team.
efficiency makes me say he is. Because Russ is so inefficient with the ball, I would rather have Paul George. I'll say it. I usually like to stick up for Russ because he does everything. He's a monster. But Paul George is just more efficient of a shooter. He's a much better shooter. He's a decent facilitator. And, like, minus the fact that he's the least clutch man in existence.
I think
He's
the
a better
biggest
player.
thing, too, Russ. I mean, Russ has taken less shots this year. Russ has been more selective with his shots. It has been
And he's
good for his
still
efficiency.
Yeah.
But he has been, he's been, turning the ball over less. He has been, dishing out more assists. I like the way this
The
Thunder
secret
team's
to
looking.
success is really Hamidou Diallo, the guy we just shit on for the entire draft process.
He couldn't play basketball.
He still can't.
It was a very good reason to shit on him.
You still can't.
He just dunks the ball.
It's fun.
He jumps real high.
He does. Who would you rather have, Russ or
Me?
Paul George? If you're starting,
I was going to say I'll take Paul George. And the reason being is I almost go to the mentality of, all right, I'm starting a team. Who would I rather be the leader of that team? And I'm thinking just out of guys that have not won an NBA championship because Russ and Paul George haven't. I would take Paul George because, like Dave said, even though he can't make a final shot, doesn't matter. LeBron James doesn't like taking final shots. We never crucify him for it.
He's so much better, though, than
Yeah,
Paul George is.
I know. Like, Paul George is historically bad at it,
Yeah.
but I'll just get someone else to be that. I'll be someone else to take the final shot.
Russ isn't clutch though.
Russ is more clutch than Paul George.
Russ isn't clutch.
Ruh-roh.
I just
We watched it. We
one
watched
thing-
ourselves,
Rough
Sean. You called
I
it.
called it. The one thing, though, I've never seen a player dip off in 3 years. 31 points per game, 25 points per game, and then 20 points per game from Russ. I know he's taking less shots, but it is weird seeing. What are you looking
Is
at?
there a reason why you just?
Yeah, I'm hot. My
okay.
armpits
It
are
is
sweating.
toasty in
I'm
here.
getting drips. I'm getting drips from my armpits. It's not fun.
The reason why
I really don't want to do this Cavs segment. I want to end it.
the reason why I say that is, of course, we get comments all the time because I don't like how
Oh
the
my
top
God.
of my shirt.
The drinking game.
sits,
You need to get bigger
and like
shirts or something.
No, what
Or
happens
better
is
shirts.
Better shirts.
what I like is how it sits on the back of my neck, and as I talk, it'll lean back. So I pull it back forward, so it leans on
He needs
the back of my
better
neck.
shirts, better
you need-
quality.
Yeah, you need
And
to
I thought
get
you
better
doing
fitted
this
shirts.
was like, and I'm sitting there all subconsciously now, like, oh, am I doing it too much? I'm like, I didn't touch my
DSL,
shirt
baby.
at all.
Getting some, air into this baby. We need air conditioning.
really
Anyways,
do.
I'm going with my wet boy. Of course, we have Jake on. Jake says fire his coach, and he pops off. Devin Booker taking the Phoenix Suns on 3 of their 4-game winning streak. Yeah, he was not there for the Dallas game, but he has been there for the past 3 games. Win over Minnesota, New York, and Boston, putting up 30 points per game, 6 boards, 5.7 assists, a steal in there, an extremely efficient shooting, 48.4%, 38% from the 3, and 85% from the line. It is the Jake curse. He shit-talked Lonzo Ball. Lonzo dropped the youngest triple-double ever.
Until Markelle Fultz.
But no, at the time.
At the time, yep.
Lonzo dropped the youngest triple-double for a player. I think it was the 3rd game against the Phoenix Suns.
Yep.
So shout out to Jake, shout out to Devin Booker, and shout out to everybody who is saying that the Phoenix Suns are now on a 4-game win streak. On that segment, we know it was before it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our thoughts. Let's move into fantasy. We are currently 4th in
Nice.
fantasy. We are
Moving
up
on up.
86 points. Leader right now is Philadelphia 76ers with 104. Big Ballers are at 102. Team Grantham is at 90. So we are 4 points back from 3rd place. Field goals made, we are in 5th. Field goal percentage, we have fell a little bit. We are in 7th. 7th. Free throw percentage, we are 3rd from bottom. 3 points made,
good.
we are in 5th. 3-point percentage, we are in 7th. Rebounds, we are in 2nd. Ayo, shout out Drummond. Assists, we are 3rd. Steals, we are 3rd. Blocks, we are 6th. And then points, we are 5th. So, pretty decent. I don't think we need to make any moves yet, especially with DeMarcus Cousins possibly coming back.
You know,
I'm excited.
You know, it
I am
blows
too.
my mind, like how Phila 76ers are in 1st, and literally for field goal or free throw percentage, he's in dead last.
Yep.
It's in dead last in that category, but he's still in 1st because he's in 1st in like assists, steals, blocks. He's 2nd in points, 1st in field goals made, and field goal percentage.
But
It's like,
free
what-
throws and 3-point percentage.
just bottom.
Dead last and 2nd to
Hey,
last.
he's got chuckers. That's all he's got. He's got chuckers. Shout out to Phila 76ers. And also, I do want to say, we are 4th, and we have Otto Porter out, JaVale McGee out, Brogdon's day-to-day, Danny Green's day-to-day, Gary Harris is out, and DeMarcus Cousins is out. So
Yeah.
once we get healthy, boys, first place is looking
He got like a straight up
possible.
2K team.
His starting lineup right now is Shea, Eric Gordon, Evan Fournier, LeBron, Rudy Gobert, De'Aaron Fox, Muscala, Aaron Gordon, Jarrett Allen, and Serge. And then he's got Drew Holiday, Covington, and
Bogey.
Bogdan.
Love Cov.
Bogdanovich.
Love Cov. He's only rostered on 27.8% of leagues. He's
That's
being
bizarre.
dropped too. The fuck? Boy's got 6 steals in his last game. Stupid. Anyways, final thoughts on fantasy or what, boys?
Hey, just hoping we can.
Let's continue in the upward trend.
The thing we
We're
got
on the
to
upcline.
update is we still have Drummond on the team.
The trade that
And
we talked about
so
literally happening.
Are we
with
not
Jake.
going to trade him, or are we still looking for deals for him?
We're still looking for deals, but
Okay.
it was Marcus Morris for Drummond, and I don't know. I just didn't feel it. I just didn't feel like making it because I feel like we get a little bit more for Drummond. I mean, this guy grabs a ton of boards. And
All
that was
boards.
after the game that he had, 20 and 20?
Yeah.
So I was like, I definitely can't trade him. And then he was efficient for the free throw line, so we're like, we definitely can't trade him. But we'll figure it out. He will not be on our team by the end of the year. I will tell you that.
Okay.
All right.